It snowed the day each of my children was born. Mandy was born in Logan. She was a lot of fun. It's kind of fun now that she's grown up and she's a mother because her daughter Hannah is just like her. Hannah's always right. She doesn't understand if she's wrong because she's right. Hannah's little brother Sammy, on the other hand, is not like Mandy was. It's all about the noises things make. Um, Cracks me up when we go to the store because we put him in the basket that's got the steering wheels, and he'll grab a hold of that steering wheel and turn it back and forth and say vroom, vroom, all through the store. It's great fun. Mandy has always tried to be the good sister. She's always tried to be the peacemaker, the good example, and she also tends to get very stressed very quickly. But we love her. We love her kids. They're adorable. David was born in December. As he was growing up, he was so cute and lovable, concerned about other people's feelings. Somebody would get hurt and he would cry and be upset because they were hurt. Very empathetic, which he hates now because when it breaks his heart, it breaks his heart. Okay, Jenny was born in May, and it snowed that day. She was a tease. She was a twerp. She's always had a talent for making things funny and entertaining. She ended up marrying a guy that she'd known since junior high. Doesn't often happen that way. Probably a good thing it did, because as far back as I can remember her talking about him, he's always been her best friend. Our last child was Deanna, and she was born the end of August. And no, it didn't snow on the day she was born. It rained a little. Deanna has been my sunshine girl. It's been very important to her to do everything right. She excelled in school. She's just very talented, very focused on doing things right.
If I had to talk about my mom, I would talk about how she's always there for me, especially lately, and that amazing quality of loving unconditionally and being there no matter what. I know there's been a lot of things that she probably didn't want me to do, or choices that she would have done differently, but she's always been there and loved me, and that's made all the difference.
So one of the things that I really have loved and cherished, like growing up, is just my mom. She has like the best sense of humor, and she and I can just sit down and crack each other up for hours and hours, just talking about the most random of things. It never really mattered what we were talking about. We just always had a good time whenever we were talking.
If there was one thing about my mom that made her the best mom for me, it was that she never gave up on me. Even when I wasn't doing the things that she wanted me to do, and I wasn't being the person that she wanted me to be, she never gave up. My mom was the best mom for me because she's my mom. And even though sometimes she thinks that she made mistakes, I love my mom. And I wouldn't trade her for anybody.
When I think about growing up with my mom, I think about the love of stories that she had and that she passed on to us. And I just love that all of my very best memories of my childhood have to do with stories, whether it was sitting on mom's bed, even to just hearing her read the Pigwidgeon every Christmas. I know that I'll always love that my mom instilled in me this love for good stories. Mom, I hope that you know that I'll always be your buddy.
And that is one of the ultimate compliments to get from your children, that you actually did something that they think is the best.